Pam, pam. Do you know that I can tell my children, brush your teeth? They will sit down. They will start, once I step in, they'll start brushing their teeth. But the moment I go, they will be gisting and be talking. Sometimes I wonder what these children are talking about. I don't even understand. But the moment I step into their room, you just see them continue. Meanwhile, the toothbrush is like this, very close to their mouth. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yay! So before I go ahead to say anything, I just want to say thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, I'm pumped. Thank you for the sharing, the likes, the comments. I'm pumped. So today, I'm going to be talking about raising responsible children. And anything I talk about, kindly note that I'm talking about doing it from a point of view of love, okay? Love. Remember, God is love. So whatever you do, you're doing it as though you're doing it on behalf of God, all right? God is love. Raising responsible children is not as, in quotes, permit me to say, difficult as it seems. When it comes to parenting, whatever decision you make concerning your child is very critical, especially at the early age. So whatever you want to do with them, start early. In fact, start before immediately they are born, all right? So today, I'm going to be talking about raising responsible children, like I said earlier. When I'm talking about this topic, I'm going to be giving you practical life examples, what we've done, what has worked for us, and then today I'm going to give you two major examples, one of mine and one of our family friends. For you to raise responsible children, when you have expectations, you must be very clear, you must be precise, and you must be straightforward. Don't make your instructions or your expectations ambiguous. So when it comes to children, treat your children with respect and care. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that regardless of the responsibility you are giving to them, you still love them so much so that they don't see it as negativity, okay? So I'm going to give you two practical examples. One, every morning when we're getting ready for school, usually I tell my children, make it snappy so that you don't go late. Come on, eat your food, hurry up. See, one day, I just thought that I don't know what I woke up with, I don't know, but one day I just thought, I told them, I said, you know what, today I'm not going to say, and because I'm not a shouting parent, I do not shout, I speak, I communicate with my children, we talk, do you understand? So, and I don't want to be shouting, get your bags, get your shoes, don't be late. It's exhausting, like literally exhausting. So I do not want to do that. So I woke up that morning and then I told them, I said, please make it snappy. Going to school early is going to be your responsibility and your decision from now on. Every morning I'm always telling you, make it snappy, don't let's get late. I don't want to drop you off late. Well, you are the one who will go to school late. You are the one whose face will appear. I'm not going to be in your class with you. I can escort you inside as usual, but it is you, it is not me, because I usually am pushing you every day. So I said, whoever finishes first today, I'm going to take to school. And it sounded a bit surreal. By the time my son was done eating, dressing up, and he was done with everything, my daughter was just walking into the bathroom. I mean, you can imagine the time gap. Meanwhile, it's not like they have to bathe in one bathroom. There are other bathrooms that they usually use if they need to get snappy. I'm sure you're wondering how old are they. I'll tell you at the end of the video, And he has gotten to a stage where he feels a sense of responsibility, not to want to go late, not to want to be on time, be punctual. So I told him, I said, you're done. You have two options. One, do you want me to go and drop you in school now? I'm going to come back, get your sister and bring her to school. He was like, really, Dad, am I going to leave her? I said, yes. I said, but the other option is you can wait for her. She just went into the bathroom, but you can wait for her and decide that you go to school together. No problem. And they said that, so please, I want to go to school. I want to go already. I said, no problem. So hop into the car. I took him to school. He was literally quiet all through while we were in the car, and I'm sure he was in shock, like, seriously, did my mommy just leave my sister? So I told my husband that this is what I plan to do, that so he should just hold on for me to get back before we go to work. So he said, no problem. And we got to school. I dropped off my son. He got to school in good time. Then I came back to pick up my daughter. And when I entered inside, I just met her at the door all dressed up and she was crying. Why did you leave me? I said, no, I left you because you were not ready, but Dara was ready. And I said, but can you take me back now? I said, well, I have to get ready for work. So we'll go out together. I'll drop you, then I'll go to work. She said, but what? I said, because you were taking your time. Like, I don't even need to use the word you were wasting time. You were taking your time. There are times to take your time, and there are times to actually get up and, move. But she was taking her time, and she now said, okay. And I said, the most important thing is going forward from today, make it snappy in the morning. Don't take your time. Just do pam, pam, pam. Do you know that I can tell my children brush their teeth? They will sit down. They will start, once I step in, they'll start brushing their teeth. But the moment I go, they will be gisting and be talking. Sometimes I wonder what these children are talking about. I don't even understand. But the moment I step into their room, you just see them continue. Meanwhile, the toothbrush is like this, very close to their mouth. If I just step into the room, you just go. How many of you can relate? He told her just to hold on. Let me get ready. I know. So we got ready. She now came and said, Mommy, please, can you make it snappy with your bathing and dressing up? I just smiled. Now the tables have turned, right? So I told my husband to please let's make it snappy so that she doesn't go too late. Because to be honest, then that decision was a very tough one, because somewhere in my mind I was feeling so bad. I was feeling so bad that I began to even speak in tongues. Like I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? But at the end of the day, I think we drove in the point. And she was really feeling bad, crying, gloomy. I said, don't bother crying. I would even rub powder and Vaseline on her face, cream rather, so that it will not, you will not have that dry, teary look. I said, just calm down. The most important thing is for you to learn the lesson from this experience. So we took her to school. Everybody had settled down. And she said, please, can you escort me to my class? Why not? I proudly escorted her to her class. Guess what happened, guys? The next day, do you know that my children were spot on with their getting ready? As in, in fact, they got to school over early that day. They were spot on with their getting ready. I heard my daughter telling my son that, please, can you help me with my upper button? The upper button is usually hard. So I stepped in and tried to help her. So my son now said, no, Mommy, we want to do everything ourselves today. We want to do everything ourselves today, don't worry. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So I left them. I did not even help them do anything this day, and they finished on time. So, since that day, they have taken responsibility for going to school on time. So you can pass the message of responsibility in love, with respect and with care. You do not have to be nagging, you do not have to be shouting. The moment you're nagging and shouting, that's exhausting. Okay, so let's move on to the second example I'm going to give. So our family friend, or the father, was gisting me. I think we're talking about parenting and different instances. And he now said that he tried something with his children and it has worked excellently. So he said regularly when his children want to drink tea, that's Milo and milk, they'll come and take permission. And Dad, please, can I have some tea? Can I have some tea? He'll say yes. They'll go. He said every time, within 3 days, a full pack of tea. Milo and milk will finish. He said he thought about it and he was like, in fact, you know what? This mustn't happen again. He now gave the older one, take your milk, take your Milo, and give them refilling containers to fill it in. Then he gave the younger one, take yours, and this is your container to fill it in. And he told them that they shouldn't ask him for a new one within 2 weeks. That this one is supposed to be for 2 weeks. And they said, okay. And this time around, they have liberty to take as much as they want. They do not even have to go to him for permission. He has given them the responsibility Do you know that he said by the time it was 2 weeks, guess what, guys? The tea had not finished. The tea had not finished. So, giving them that privilege to take responsibility for something makes them feel that sense of responsibility and makes them want to do it right, especially when it applies to them, directly. So he said by the time they were giving them the refill to pour into their containers, they still had extra. That since then they have been, eating. I don't know if I should what managing. Like they have avoided wasting the tea. Let me say that. So there are so many ways to teach your children to take responsibility. Give them the ball, give them the baton, let them know that the ball is in their court, especially when it pertains to something that will touch them directly, right? But remember, when you're doing this, do it with love, do it with respect, do it with care, no matter how big or how small the child is, and set your expectations clear. Don't be ambiguous. Let it be straightforward, let it be clear, and keep loving. So that is all I have to say for today. Oh my God, I almost forgot to tell you the ages of my children. The first one is 7 and the second one is 5. There's so many aspects to raising responsible children, but this is just the practical part I wanted to share with you, that it is very, very, very possible. Thank you for watching, guys. Please share to whoever you think will benefit. Please subscribe to the channel and leave your comments as well. Any topic you're struggling or anything you're struggling with and you think you want me to share with you, or to give you ideas, or to tell you how I have coped or how I have done mine in my own home with my children when it comes to parenting or mothering, motherhood, kindly let me know. Okay, have a great day ahead. Thank you for watching. Bye.